Hey guys, Kim from Apparel. Hey, today we're going to go over the website that will fit you and your company the best. And in the last 5 years, we've used different platforms for our website. So we're going to show you which ones that we think is the best, especially if you're running an apparel company. So let's dive in after the intro. Alright guys, so as you guys know, there's a lot of different platforms out there for building a website for your e-commerce. So if you're in the apparel business, you definitely have a lot of different options. And so in the very beginning, we started with a GoDaddy website, and there's different options. You can have them build it, and they'll do it to your T, but it's definitely going to cost you money. If I'm not mistaken, their online stores start around $20 a month, and that's with their hosting fee and all that. And plus, you got to buy your domain for your business. So when they look it up, it's not GoDaddy / the gun club. It has to be, to look professional, like ours is www.warpigapparel.com, or you can look it up by warpigapparel.com instead of putting a www. So there's a lot of different platforms. We started off in the very beginning with GoDaddy, and like I said, it's about $20 a month. And again, you can have them build it, which is going to cost you more up front, and then you pay the $20 a month, or you can build it yourself. So I have a little bit of background on, building websites and designing. So I built my very first one using GoDaddy. And at the time we were using PayPal. And then I got introduced to Square. And then with Square, I found out that they would give you a online store for free. Now this was back in the day. They don't offer it no more. But what I thought that was really cool with it was everything was integrated with my Square account. So every time I was doing trade shows, I could use my Square card reader, and all the sales from online would also, they would, cohere together, and I could see everything in one spot. So that made it really, really easy for us in the very beginning. So we went from GoDaddy using PayPal to Square, and it just because Square offered a little bit more features at the time. And we used it for a couple of years, the online store. It didn't give you the big bang for your buck like other companies now do, like Shopify. We did use Shopify as well. And again, Shopify is going to charge you $29.99 a month for the basic. If you have any add-ons, it could cost you more. Shopify has a really great backend for owners to customize everything, and it works very, very well. So if you're going that route, Shopify is great, awesome, it works very well. What I have a hard time doing is paying $30 just for a website. It could, and you could do a lot of sales and see a lot of sales. That's fine, but $30 a month, it was the best bang for your buck. So we ended up doing Shopify for a while, and then we went back to Square for a little bit to try to see which one would, what one made sense for us personally. Then we went back to Shopify, and then we went and we actually built our own website using WordPress. I paid a company to do this, and so because I don't have a lot of time in the day. I screen print, I work full time. We're still in the beginning stages of Warpig Apparel and bringing the name out to everybody. Yes, we've been all over California and Arizona and Nevada doing shows. We've met a lot of great people. We have a lot of customer base. And we've taken pictures with, professional people, from the stars of Flippin' Vegas to, Big Rob, which was a member of the 5% Nutrition Club. So we've been around. So, we decided we're going to build this professional website. And what's great with the WordPress is that you can make it however you personally want to design it. And it was very, very awesome. Yes, it was a big upfront charge for us, but what's nice is we don't have to go to Square, we don't have to go to Shopify or GoDaddy. We found a hosting site that charges us $5 a month. $5 a month. That's it. That's all we pay is $5 a month, and that's just to host our website. Website's done, built. We can add stuff to it. We can change stuff a little bits in here, and it's not going to cost us anything, just because we're paying is a hosting fee. We can, and you can do add-ons, and those can cost money, but they're a buy-in for a plug-in for your website. So it could cost you $100 just to buy that plug-in, but you don't pay a monthly fee. So that's one good reason why we went this route. So this video is to talk about the types of video or types of platforms we've used and the ones that we recommend. In the very beginning, if you definitely want to use Shopify, I would say Shopify is our second go-to for anybody starting off. The only kicker is you're going to be paying that $30 a month or more, depending on the plan that you guys choose. So that's just a big kicker and a huge upfront cost if you're if you're just starting, especially during this time of everything going on in the world today. So does your company have $30 a month to do this? And your answer might be yes. Until you can get enough funds to actually go out and have somebody build you a website. Our upfront cost for us building a website was $700. That's what it was. And I could have found somebody else, but I went to a brother that I didn't serve with him in the military, but he served in my unit, and we ended up being neighbors, and that's how I found out that this is what he did. And I went to him because what better to do than go to another veteran-owned company when we pride ourselves on veteran-owned and operated and made. So we definitely brought him to the table to build our website for us. So again, when you're first starting off, you have your Shopify, you have Square, which I think is now linked to Wix.com, one of those platforms. And again, that might be very beneficial for you guys, especially with Wix. It integrates with your Square, and a lot of other companies they integrate the PayPal. So we did go back to using PayPal for all of our transactions. Even when we go out and start doing shows again, we're going to start using our PayPal again. They've been around a long time. They know what they're doing. Never had a really bad issue or bad thing about PayPal or Square. They're both great, card management companies where you can process payments on the road with cards. Another good thing is a lot of people don't know if you hit a certain limit, and with PayPal is I think $15,000 in a year, they can offer you capital for your business. Square is just a certain percent of money made. When we started our screen printing company, we did like $20,000 within the first 6 months of starting the business, and they offered us, about $1,200-$1,300. It's not a big capital, but if you're starting off, that could be a new piece of equipment or something along those lines. So if you guys didn't know about that, Square and PayPal does offer capital for small businesses if you're doing a certain amount of numbers. We just paid off our last capital about a month ago. We had a capital for 3 months and we paid it off super fast. And how the capital works is, they might take 10% of every transaction, and as long as you at least pay $80 a month or 2 months back, you're in good standing. So that's kind of how those work. If you guys want more about capital for your business, using through your merchant, like Square or PayPal, let us know in the comments, and we'll do some research on everything, and we'll give you and bring it to you guys on another video. But this video, again, for website platforms. You have, to backtrack, you have your Square, you have your Shopify, you have your Wix now. There's another place called Squarespace. Don't get them too confused. Squarespace and Square Online are totally two different platforms, two totally different companies. Okay, don't get them confused, because I did offer, or I told one of my buddies about it, and he went and did a Squarespace. And I don't know nothing about Squarespace, but I do know that it is not integrated to Square, your merchant credit card. It's not, okay? And they might change it because of the name and start offering the platform to, combine where, your transactions will go straight to Square. And one of the reasons why we did do a Square Online was, every transaction went straight to our balance, and we can use the Square has a little debit card. You can use it, or you can transfer it to your bank right away, instantly, no questions asked. There is a little fee, but you have the money in there. And back in the day, it was free. Now I think they have packages starting from 10 to 15 to 20 on up. Thing with Shopify is, if somebody buys, you don't see that money for 2 to 3 days. So if you're running really low on product and somebody buys something and you don't have it, and you don't need to order that product to make it or whatever you do, you're not going to get reimbursed for what they bought for 2 to 3 days. Okay, so and the good thing about Shopify, and again, that's our second most leading platforms that we like using, is they also integrate the shipping. You can use their shipping, and you don't pay for any of the shipping until the end of the month. So when your $30 is due, they're also going to hit you with all the shipping costs. Could be good, could be bad, depending on how you see it. And then you also see a lot of people using, and I don't know if they have a website. We did it for about a month, and it was called Clover. It's through Bank of America. Okay. They did say they have a platform for websites and all this, and you get a fancy tablet, and we did not like it. Okay, we did it for, I say, about a month, maybe 2 months. But every time we did a trade show, and I didn't realize this, when we're doing our trade shows and say we made $500 in credit card sales on this day, how Square and PayPal does it, after every transaction that comes in, they automatically take their 2.9% fee every time. Now, sell a shirt for $25, it's not a big fee that they take, so hey, fine, take it, right? With Clover, they didn't take their fees until, say, 14 days or every cycle. It was really weird. They did it on weird times, and they always hit me at the wrong time, because I could never figure out when they were going to take it. So, I didn't know the exact number that they were supposed to take. So I knew I had to leave some money in there, and I would be, say, $5 short on what they needed to take. And this was almost in the very beginning when we were first starting off, and we would order, $1,000 worth of shirts, because we had a show on, say, Saturday, and I would order these shirts on Wednesday, and I'd pay and take the money out and pay everything, and I'd go pick them up on Friday in LA. Because back in the day we didn't print, so we'd go pick them up, and then we'd go do the show, and then I'd get hit with a negative balance, and and then an overdraft fee, and it was a hassle. So we don't I don't recommend going to get the Clover Again, they did say, they can count, do your inventory for you, and inventory management and websites, and it was a hassle. It was the worst experience I ever had with dealing with a business in that entirety. So I definitely don't recommend going with, Clover. So what I do recommend, if you have the money to start off in the very beginning, let somebody build your website for you. And it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but when you build it or have somebody build it for you with a WordPress, it's very backdoor friendly, so you can choose and fix stuff when you get done paying them and you have it on your own. You can fix stuff. It's very easy. It's very friendly platform. And then just pay for a hosting fee. Yeah, in the very beginning, that $29 with Shopify, so $30, that equals out to what I paid in, say, like 3 years with the website. But the thing that I love with the WordPress and only the hosting fee is that I don't have to pay all these other add-ons monthly. So again, with Shopify, if you have your add-ons, it could cost you another $10 a month, $15 a month. We're up to about $60 a month when we were using Shopify. And again, so to break it back down, WordPress, you find a hosting site, then you got your Shopify, and then I would recommend Square. And then there's a crap load of other ones out there. You have the Wix that you've been seeing a lot. You have Squarespace, and just number of ones out there. GoDaddy. But this is the ones that our top 3 that we recommend is have somebody build it, or you build it yourself on, WordPress, and then find a hosting site, and you can find them as low as $4 a month for hosting. Shopify is next at number 2 for us, and then number 3 would be a Square Online store. And Square Online store is not going to give you a big bang for, because you're not really paying a whole lot. It's definitely cheaper than Shopify. But in order, that's what we recommend. If you guys have any questions about, other different platforms, we can help, search for you guys and help you guys out on that. If you guys have any questions retaining on making shirts or what shirts we recommend, we did switch over and do recommend the Bella Canvas 3001. Not the 3001 CVC, but 3001. It's 100% heirlooms, combed, ring spun cotton. Very, very great t-shirt. That's what we switched over to. And cotton and everything's made in America, guys. So we switched over to them. So if you guys have any other questions, please leave us comments in below. And I want to say thank you for everybody that has been ordering on the website. We just shipped out a whole bunch of packages. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, you can follow us at Warpick Apparel. And again, with Facebook, you can follow us there at Warpick Apparel as well. And if you haven't checked out our website is warpickapparel.com. We'll leave some links in the description below for the stuff that we use through Amazon, from screens, and then even startup screen presses as well, including our camera setups. And then we also, as well, we have a promo code for all our YouTube watchers for our website, and you get a percentage off it. Our whole website is free shipping as well. So all of the information will be below in the description. So if you guys, again, have any questions, please let us know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, please hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. And we are starting to get really noticed on YouTube. We're only at 80 subscribers, but one of our videos is over 400 views, which is pretty good since we haven't been doing this that long. So please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and like this video. And if you can, share it to your friends if they have any questions about starting an apparel company, because we're going to start doing more videos as well. And then also behind the scenes, we're kind of in the works right now with doing a fundraiser. So we'll bring you guys along on that if it happens. So again, like always, be safe and let's have fun.